Hi everybody, thank you so much for ordering a Grow Your Own Mushroom Kit from the Garden International. We are an urban farm in Beltsville, Maryland, and we focus on providing local high nutrition foods. So these kits really allow you to grow some superfoods right on your own counter without all the complexities of inoculating and sterilizing your substrate. So what you're going to do, this is just going to give you some quick instructions. You have an instruction sheet in your kit, but this is going to give you some additional information and simplify things so you can get started quickly. So what you're getting here is a kit. This is called a bag of substrate with inoculated mycelium. So if you see in there, you can see those webs and a little bit of pink. This is because it's a pink oyster mushroom, and that's how the mycelium looks. Each one might look a little bit different, whether you have lion's mane or blue or golden oysters or these pink oysters. But they're all gonna look just like this. This is a filter patch on it, so this allows some air circulation without getting any bacteria there. So we wanna leave that intact, don't tear that off. But what you're gonna do is you're going to just leave this kit, leave everything in the bag just like this, leave it in your box. You're gonna take a knife or scissors, and you're gonna wanna sterilize this, because what you're doing is you're making sure that you're not introducing bacteria into the mycelium that will compete for resources as far as food and the things that the mycelium needs to grow in fruit mushrooms. So you're gonna wanna make sure that that is perfectly sterilized. And what you're gonna do is just make an X right on the top of this. And I'll say there's also a couple ways that you can cut. You can make V's, you can make a big X, and the way that you cut it will determine how your mushrooms ultimately fruit. If you have smaller clusters or if you have one large cluster, easiest thing though is to just cut an X. And you're gonna wanna cut deep so that you're cutting about a ½ inch into the actual substrate. So through the bag and into the substrate. So this is just an X, and there you go. There you have it. And then what you're gonna do is take the spray bottle, fill it up with water, filtered water if you have it, and you're gonna spray into the bag. Just a couple pumps there. And then you're gonna take your humidity tent that's included with your kit. Notice that this humidity tent has some air holes in it. Mushrooms produce CO2 and they need air to thrive. So what this does is it allows the CO2 to escape and the air to come in without losing too much moisture. So just go ahead and expand that out. And then take your kit, make sure you're putting the sides up to make it easier for you. And boom, there you have it. Once you're comfortable with this and you have a nice little tent, you're gonna spray some more water in this tent just to create some humidity. A couple sprays. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this for 2 to 3 times a day. If you live in a hot climate, you're certainly gonna wanna do it more frequently, especially even in the summer months. You're gonna wanna make sure that you're looking at your mushrooms and checking for signs of it being dry, discolored, not growing properly. If that's the case, then you may need to moisturize a lot more frequently. And it's okay if for some reason, as you're getting the hang of it, if you mess up, you can always pluck it out and it's gonna regrow. That's the beautiful thing about these kits, is that they're really foolproof. We do all the work and we make it really simple for you. And then within 3 days or so, you're gonna start to see what's called pinning. It's the beginning of the fruiting. And within a few days after that, 10 days to 14 days at the most, you'll see fully formed mushrooms. Make sure you check out our website and the directions for some examples of fully fruited mushrooms. And then once they're ready to harvest, you just twist it off and make sure you cook those mushrooms when they're ready, because you're gonna break down that chitin so that you can digest all of those beautiful nutrients. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us over email or over text message with the information provided in your instructions. Thank you again so much for supporting the Garden International and local sustainable food.